Creating survivors. Um, well, as the game starts, let's go through this. And in case you haven't noticed, I like showing all my settings. There is, sorry, these. Before starting. And one change I'm gonna make is I'm going to Nomad. So let's start the game. I'm gonna talk about this. Nomad used to be the default difficulty. And then there's a lot of players complaining that the game was too hard. They must certainly be complaining about that at the moment. And Fun Pimps made Adventure the default difficulty. So there is one difficulty that is lower than that, which is supposed to be the piece of cake, and then like that's the adventure is the I have never played this game in difficulty. And then there is Nomad, which is the used to be the default difficulty. Now, one consequence of Nomad being the default difficulty in the past is that all the numbers you see, like spawn, let's look at this. Melee damage 42.2, power attack damage 75.2. This is only valid in Nomad difficulty. The default difficulty, these numbers are higher. That like the numbers continue to be this, but the actual damage is going to be higher than this. And above Nomad difficulty is the opposite. Like if you hit it with the steel spear, it may say it's 42.2, but you actually do less damage. Which is equivalent of the zombies having more or less hit points, but it's just how not. That's not how the thing was done. How this difficulty thing was done. It was done the way it is, in the way I explained. The not the opposite. The converse is also true in that zombies will do more or less hit points. Now, because I'm changing to Nomads, and actually for various reasons, I put this thing back. I'm not wearing the Preacher Glove, so I don't have any bonus there. So this thing should do 71 damage. Uh, there it is. 25 plus 33 is 58 damage, right? So here's 42, it did 58. And the way you get to 58 is you look at this and you see that spears inflict 30% more damage. So you have to get the spears base damage, which is 33. It doesn't matter. I'm going to talk about that. But the steel spear base damage is 33. So 30% of that is 9.9 or approximately 10. So basically you're talking about 42 plus 10, that's 52. And then because I have spear increase, do 10% more damage, that 3.3. So that goes to the 58 points of damage it did. I was kind of waiting for that. this. All right. So let me place the blocks here. Yeah, that's the problem. These blocks, they can like can get hidden by the terrain. No. It's easier for me to see on this. I would think it was not easier on this, but it is. Alright. Same. I don't know why this is, but in one direction is usually 2, the other direction is usually 1. And then depending on the... Just a second. It's definitely not there. No, this is definitely 1 here. Hmm. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Um, I do have 1 point available. I will increase this. I think it's worthwhile at the current moment. So let's see, it's moving in that direction. I hate when that happens. Let's also move into the side, so I will do this. Yeah, this remains in the same spot, whereas even this now has moved. It's gonna be in that direction. Like the treasure is like it's going that direction fast. But it's more to this side than to this side now. But the circle doesn't reduce size in the same in centered around the treasure. So you cannot like do some quick math based on how it decreased the first time to find the center. It will decrease size, shifting to the sides randomly. Now, clearly, is it there? Yes. All right. Um, Let me talk about the damage thing I was talking. Okay, that sounded extremely weird. So, Preacher Gloves. Preacher Glove says, like, let's say you have a quality 5, that gives plus 50% damage to zombies. Now, that's fantastic, right? Plus 50% damage against zombies. I threw so much clay away. I'm gonna check here on the. I really should start using eye candies. I like that the treasure thing doesn't have a stay in this place issue. Like, if you didn't have the stuff to unlock it, for example, you can just return later. So, Preacher Gloves quality 5 gives 50% damage. I have to talk about other mods, by the way. I have more mods now. If I go here and I remove these guys here, 32.3. Okay. Um, you might think, well, if I have a Preacher Glove quality 5, then I would get plus 16.1 damage, right? Um, that's not the case. That's not the case. My inventory is full. I want to like show something here. I'm gonna throw that away. Briefly, preacher. There, 50% damage. Okay. So in theory, like you might think, oh, so put that, it's doing 50% more damage. Against a zombie. Now, there is 10% that. I'm gonna get a mole here. I'm gonna stop AI here for this. Let's remove this picture. Let's put the scavenger glove back. So this is, well, 32.3 perception. It's bonus to headshot damage and chance to dismember. This will do 30% more damage. So 30% of 32.3 is 3.2. So times 3, that's 9.6. 41.9 approximately. No, 42, let's say. Now that's 25 plus 328 plus 30, 58. So where we uh, that's actually very different than I expected. uh, let's see if it wasn't just a critical. Well, 77 to 29, 8, 48, 48. 30% here, that should be 41. Yeah, I'm very confused why it's doing that much more. But if I go here with the preacher gloves, so 50% more, so it should add 16. So 48 plus 6, which is what it was doing, plus 16. 48, 64. Let's see. 129 to 64, that's 65 damage. So it's basically what you would expect to get from that. Now, if I put mods here, it goes to 42, but it doesn't change how much damage it is doing. Okay, it's how much extra damage it's doing. So without gloves, 58. So without the gloves, it's doing 58 damage. It's like it's. I'm confused about this, about the difference in damage. Like those 30% don't match what I'm seeing here. Was there any other books that I didn't take into account? 10% more damage. Oh, the books and the skill, that's 40%. Sorry. It's 30% here. And then because I have the Spear Hunter 1, it goes to 40%. Yeah, I don't see anything here. We are in the burnt forest biome, so something here might be doing something. Fire-based weapons burn longer. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it did 58 damage. I'm gonna wear this, so it does 15% more, but it's not 15% over 42. It's over 32. Actually, it's over 33. So 58 plus 16, 64, 74 damage. 38 plus 37, 38 plus 37, 40, 45, 75. 75. We're talking about 65, 60, 74. I'm wow, I'm completely lost track now. From 96, it went down to 38, which was 58 points of damage. 58. And now 38 plus 37, 75. 58 to 75 is 17. So 16, but I was saying like it's actually half of 33, 16.5, so 17. That's damage expected. Now the thing is, Let's look at this. Says melee damage is 9, right? And I'm not wearing the gloves. So come here, should do 9. Okay, it's doing 10. So it's 9 and something. Now I'm gonna wear this and expect it to go to 13. I don't think it's gonna go to 13. It went to 13. Damn it. Ah, I hate it when it doesn't act as expected. Maybe something with the stone axe. Was then giving 3 points of additional damage. Well, from it wasn't doing 9, it was doing 10. So from 10 to 13, it's 3 points additional. That's way less than 4 points. Okay, it's because I was counting from 9 and not 10, which is what we are seeing. At these low levels, it makes a difference. Okay. So here, see here, melee damage 6. So 50% of 6 is 3, which is the exact increase we saw. Um, this is something, this is the way the Fun Pimps changed the damage of a tool uh, with the quality is as a percentage. So it goes from plus 10% at quality 2 to plus 50% at quality 6. So for a Stone Axe quality 1, we had 6% damage, 6 damage, plus 50%, that's plus 3, 9. So this is 6 plus 50%. The bonus of the gloves apply over the base damage. And since this is not a base damage, this is a percentage increase due to quality, the Preacher Gloves does not apply to the quality bonus of a weapon. So if you have a quality 1, and then there is also there is a random variation in the damage. Okay. Let's check this here, for example. So 25.6. Oh, I want a quality 1. 25.2. 25. 25.1. So there is a damage, a random damage that's usually from minus 4% to plus 4%. I hope this goes away when like the achievement disable goes away when I leave creative. Okay. So looking at the machete, the base damage for the machete is 25. So all those 0.1, 0.2, those were like bonus, random bonus above the base. It can go to 24.9.8 as well. But the base damage is 25. This is the base damage of the machetes. Doesn't matter. Everything else is bonuses or penalties. A random bonus or penalty, a quality bonus, or etc. The base damage is 25. So when the game says get 10% more damage or get 50% more damage or whatever, and you have a quality 6 machete doing 37 damage, the 50% is not over the 37, it's over 25. The base damage for a machete, which is what you see on quality 1 for most weapons. Um, there are exceptions. The base damage, there are exceptions to base damage in, like, there is the Magnum revolver. The quality 1 damage of the Magnum revolver is actually lower than the base damage, but that's just a curiosity. So basically, whatever weapon or tool you're using, if you look at the quality 1 version of it, that's where you're gonna find uh, the one that is most close to the values that are the percentages that will apply. The values over which the percentages will apply. There is like the random variation there, but that's like less than 5%. So within 5% range, that's going to be the actual value that's going to be used for percentages. I still need the ammo on actually. I still need to turn this off. Book creative active. So I'm not doing this. Okay. Achievements are ready again. All right. Let's put that away. I wear my scavenger gloves. No, I don't want to modify it. I want to wear it. And these preacher gloves, this I got from Creative. Okay. Mm, I won't have space to close this hole. All right. I don't think there's anything I can do. Okay, so this I can take right away. This I can scrap, this I can scrap. It's painful to scrap those things, but what I'm gonna do. This is lead, I'm not gonna take that. This scrap into paper. This is only for melee weapons. There are these handgun parts. That's a little bit harder on me to decide on that. I have machete, because handgun is also used for auto turrets, which are nice things to have. Yeah, I think 3 parts is better than the meat thing. Where's the hole in the ground? I'll take that. Alrighty then. Ah, so I was I was on the forums complaining about the challenges. Oh, you have to know that this apply like the fact that the tree trunks on the POIs do not like do not are not considered for the honey quest, right? For example, and it was pointed out to me that yes, I got that. I made this trip to get this. Um, it was pointed out to me that you can actually track a quest. And when tracking a quest, you should be able to see markers on the screen for whatever the quest is being tracked. So for the restaurant booth, for example, um, with that being true, I don't have reasons to think it's not true. I just don't have reasons to know that it's true. It is night, so let me crouch here for a bit. Not no tracks. But that quest is being tracked. We'll check periodically to see if we see anything. But in theory, like if I track the restaurant booth quest, then like driving around or walking around my city, I would see like when I get close to a place that has restaurant booths, I would see like a marker for that. Um, if that's true, then that's great. It makes me want to undo that leather quest, but unfortunately, I cannot do that. But I will certainly be doing that sort of thing on the next time I play. Um, okay. The I think the reward for this quest is really good. I'm gonna see what the reward for this one was. This one was not this, why? The harvesting. New opening, sell, buy. So I just need to visit the other three traders. I get the trader reward completed. Right. Is there a road from this town to the next? Through the east? Um, I think so. Or the honey, like I could use the honey quest to verify like the honey thing about the POI tree trunks. But I verified that with testing. with actual, okay, I did this and I got a honey from a tree trunk in a POI and did not get quest rewards. So I know for sure that that's the case there. Yeah, so let's do this. This mailbox is so hidden. Handgun magazine I want. Better barter with magnums. Oh, I didn't have any of these? Okay. I learned today something that uh, it was painful to learn. That this magazine, Magnum 4, which gives you 5% better barter when you're yielding a Magnum. Don't see a... So yeah, that quest. Up to Alpha 21, since the quest was introduced, presumably. Okay, there's a rabbit there. Let me chicken there. So let me come here. I'm gonna switch this to say the chicken truck. So the chicken is there. That's the animal hunter marker. Yeah, I'm tracking this quest. And it's not showing the chicken. So I'm not suspicious of it. Don't I have a wheel there on the car? In the bicycle? Oh, the Koraka book is here. There's the bicycle. It's hidden by the... I do have a wheel here. Let's replace like the full stack with the wheel. It's really like this is stupid. I have a thing with these wheels. It's probably trauma from previous versions of 7 Days to Die where, wow, you could really get stuck because you couldn't find the stupid wheels. That at one point was a thing. Oh. So search warrant fire, no. You saw that it was displaying a green thing there as well. You can come here to a car. Untouched. Let's look at the doors. Well, these are unlocked. Yeah, so that's useless. I actually hit the vulture, but I was it wasn't enough to kill it. so it was coming to attack me. So this is how I'm getting clay, by attacking crawlers on the ground. And here the door locked in red. So this is another of the mods I'm using now. It 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 doesn't change anything really in the game. What it does is put color on those words. So unlocked or open is going to be green, locked will be red, that sort of thing. Maybe should be using this here. .5 damage. Okay, those are magazines I knew. I have on my inventory. Vehicle, excellent. Handgun, excellent. Particularly since I just noticed that like that one was my first handgun magazine. So this is the second. Yeah. So the machete is my stealth weapon, like 6.5 times damage over what was it, 25? Like this +8 here, it doesn't matter. 6 times 25, that's 150 damage in addition to whatever damage. Well, the bonuses might apply. Yeah, this I don't care about, so I can read. So here, wiring, yes, it's relevant. Wiring is this one. Sensors. This one has a tripwire, which is the most useful sensor in my opinion. This one has the the motion sensor, which is useful. The pressure plates, they're not useful. They would have been useful if they actually were like had steel hit points. Because the first cop exploding on top of them, it's gonna render them useless. They would be great. You can use just for doors though. Like you can have a path to your base that when you step on it, like a powered hatch, for example, will open or close, making a path to your base, or your door will open. The door is less important, honestly. A drawbridge might go down when you step on that plate. It used to be that vehicles could not step on plates. Like you could drive a vehicle over plate, no, over a pressure plate. It will not activate. It sucked because like pressure plates felt like the perfect thing to open drawbridges. But and the thing is, if that pressure thing is out of the way, like if it's on a walkway, that zombies won't naturally go up there. It doesn't matter. Like the zombies will never step there because there is not a path to you. So they won't go there because there's not a path to you there. But when you step on it, then you open a path. But the zombies don't know that. So yeah, and there is the timer relay. I like it more or less. The spotlights are kind of okay, but they The lantern provides more light than any electrical light, which is absurd, but that's the way it is. The alarm, I use it nicely on my last Alpha 21 series. I think that was working nice. In fact, the spotlights were also helping there. Batteries, crafting batteries, I don't see the point. Power doors are nice. Those start at 75. Well, start and end. You unlock everything at 75, and then you go all the way to 100 just for the battery quality. Hmm, I missed that bookshelf. So anyway, um, not particularly useful, but power doors are very interesting. You can do stuff with power doors, so I think it's worth the extra the chance of getting extra points there on wiring. Vehicle, that's definitely like to begin with. 10, fantastic. Mini bike, gas and oil starts at 20. I don't know that it unlocks everything at 20. It probably unlocks the mini bike at 20. Then, if I had to guess, oil at 25 and gas at 30. And I really need that. Well, I don't need that gas. I need that. I don't really need that gas. I need that gas uh, because it's the last crafting reward, and I want to see what you get from that. Um, so vehicles 10 is going to guarantee me 25, and I might get to. It's possible. I might get to 30. But I'm taking it. Harvesting 2, that's the ranching thing. Only 2, that sucks. Um, it won't even unlock. No, that's the different one. Well, no, that's the harvesting tool. That's right. That's a 2 digest. Yeah, no, yeah, but yeah. So 2 won't even unlock iron tools, but I might get lucky, get 1 extra from one of them. 3 points will get me to blue iron tools, which is interesting because like I'm using quality ones and I'm still using the stone axe. Well, now that I have completed every quest that I need to do with this, I'm finally gonna be able to move on. Uh, this I could save space by reading this. I don't care about it. Sticks I very much care about, but I have a steel spear, right? I have a steel spear. Um, the steel spear unlocks at 36. 7 is gonna get me to 26. Every point helps. Every point helps. This is the salvage. 14 of these. That's interesting. Because I am at the like this is my top two. The blue. That's the level I am at. The ratchet is gonna unlock at I'm not crafting the purple one because the hatchet is way better. Starting 26 for quality one. So 14 points minimum is gonna get me to 36. So I can expect to have be able to craft a really nice hatchet. I'm happy about that. And I think I have 25%. No, 15% only. I wish it was 25%. But 15% chance of extra points over 14. That's 1 or 2. Medical. Plaster cast is useful. I'll admit that. Then the next one there is the after the blaster cast up there. It's airborne antibiotics. But I think like the blaster cast is the last important thing in this three. First aid is nice, but it's it's not that big of a deal. Now, if you are doing intellect and you have physician points, then the first aid kit gives a ton of experience. Like you heal something with first aid kit with a high level of physician, you get 2000 XP. 2000 XP for healing. Knife of two, that sucks. Like I'm never mind. Handgun at two sucks. At least handguns are already here. Two magazines, there is a chance of unlocking tier three. I think the next gun I'll make is gonna be a D tier four, which I expect to have one more uh, mod slot. Um, 8 forge ahead. We are runaways train towards crossbow. 8 is gonna give me to 60. I get 61, maybe 62. Then electrical traps. That one I don't think it's unlocked yet. No, I got exactly to this. Okay, yeah. So I got exactly to 25, which unlocks electric fence darts and blade traps. Which, I mean, personally, that's it. These guys here you can buy from the trader. Maybe they are way more expensive now, but I rarely use these guys. Like I on my Alpha 21 thing, I use them to protect me from screamers or like just wandering zombies while I was digging. It's like it's not you don't want to get to these levels to protect you from digging. So I don't particularly care about the electrical traps. Bows I particularly care about. It is a 21. That's nice. The two magazines will get me to Iron Crossbow tier 2. I'm gonna skip the crossbow. The next thing I'll craft is going to be the compound bow. The bow I have, this quality 6 here, is decent. The iron crossbow is going to do a lot more damage than this bow, but I I hate this like switching to the crossbow and then like when I finally have a good bow, oh, now replace the bow with a crossbow. I don't like how it's done. Um, and then of course the armored up 13. The next armor is at 60. So this guarantees me 54, possibly 56. It's extremely unlikely that I'm gonna get to the 60 for quality 4, but at least I will be much closer now. And I used all my bonus just talking about this stuff. Is the leather on me? It is. Mm, make more repair kits. I love that POI. This is strange. See how this exit of this town doesn't connect here? Like this is not a connection. Like there's a wall here. This road doesn't connect to this one. Okay, I maxed out on the meat. How is it not killing it? Yeah, come back here. So now that I have a full stack here, I might as well do this. Might even go back there. I won't, but like if I was there, I would now be able to like put something on the. I do not count on getting thirsty this soon, and this is a problem. Oh, what time is it? I do have multiplayer today. I forgot.